Here with me is Coach Carol for Green Buffaloes. Coach, what a day. You have lost your second match, you won the first one, and you have lost the second one today. Maybe your analysis of the game.
I can say we've lost today's game because of the reaction of my girls. We're always second on the ball. We had a lot of clear chances that would have counted into a goal and changed the whole perspective of the goal, but we couldn't make use of it because we were waiting for our opponents to make a mistake and capitalize on it, but we were always found flat-footed. It's a thing that we've talked about, but our girls failed to come to the party. And I feel like the girls underrated this game, and that's why it has costed us so much. So we've learned our lessons from this game. And going forward, we'll be facing Namibia. It won't be an easy game, and we have to pull up our stockings to get better results and out of this group.
I'll open the floor for further questions. Raise your hands and introduce yourself before asking the questions. The floor is now open.
Okay, my name is John Debwa from FM. Maybe coach, I've seen that for 2 games now, Vanessa has not completed 90 minutes. So how are you going to manage her game time moving forward?
Game time is about performance. So if she's not able to come up to the party and do what is required, then we've got other players who will be able to do that. And her failure to complete the game is because of also her endurance levels are not that much. Once she gets tired, she fails to follow the simple instructions that we give her. So the beauty with having a team of more than 11 is that someone can do some job in 45 minutes and the other one can take over. It's a team and not an individual sport. So where she fails to complete, there are other players who can help assist complete the game.
Now maybe my last question is the next game will be on 19th August last 25 against FC Rongos Ladies from Namibia. How prepared are you after the first loss today?
Sometimes a loss in football is good because it makes you realize the mistakes and you get rid of your complacency. So if we had won this game, we would have thought everything is easier. But even the girls themselves will have to learn from this hard loss and put the stockings up, because if we want to come out of this group, we need to win the final game. So we've got every reason to win the last game, and we've picked up our lessons from this one.
I'm Mr. Mirandi from Education Broadcasting Station. Maybe despite that you have lost today, but your charges got an opening chance at 43 minutes, but failed to shoot. Maybe is it that they are lacking composure, or is just complacency?
I can say it's complacency and laissez-faire attitude, thinking that you've got it. I believe in football, the one who gets it, who wants it the most will get it because of the attitude. So you reach the goal, you think that you've already scored, but your friends are charging against you not to score. So if you have an attitude that I've already done it, you fail to do it. And that's the attitude we have. That was one of the clear chances we had in the game, but we just failed to make it count.
And Irene Kumaro, she's not playing 2 games now. Maybe how can you explain? Is it that she's failing to fit into her first 11, or you have a best explanation that because she was a hot cake here in Malawi before she left for Zambia?
Definitely the leagues might be different. She's found competition. Back home she had the games she used to play, but there's just a difference in agility and quickness compared to the others that have been playing in our position. She's very composed, but she's a bit slow. So you look at the opponents that you meet and you'll be able to give. Every player has got attributes that you use in a certain game. So she's our utility player. She's one of the best midfielders that we have in the season. But the kind of games that we're facing, we haven't been able to give a chance to play.
And finally, I've noted that in today's game, your defenders, more especially first half, they failed to move forward, maybe to push the team to increase number of attackers. Maybe how are we going to rectify that problem?
The reason why most of our defenders were not pushing up is because of the number of strikers that our opponent had. They had 4 flat staying in front, so there was no way we could push our defenders upwards because we would leave our opponents open. So we're aiming not to concede. That's why we told them not to push a lot. That was the reason why.
Yes, Peter.
Coach Peter, COSAFA Media. What can you say about the way your team seems to start games from 11 person point of view? It seems like you seem to start on a low note of games, the first game, this game. Is it by design or just happen?
It's not really by design. I think it just happens when the girls themselves, they judge the game, because match day is about the players and the situation that they find on the pitch. So if me as a coach, I can take this game seriously and knowing that it's tough, but themselves might consider the previous results and try to gauge their teammates. So sometimes the attitude of the players towards the game will tell them to start on a high note, but they see it different. We'll tell them to play, they want to play long balls. So they decide what to do on the pitch because they feel they've got more knowledge compared to the coach, but the coach is able to read the game and see the situation. That's why we give certain instructions. And maybe sometimes even the composure is what comes in. They lose confidence and want to do something just to get rid of the ball.
Yeah?
My name is Tumpali and I'm working as a media intern with the Football Association of Malawi. Coach, your team had a great win in the first match but struggled today. What was the difference in terms of performance between the previous game and today's game? And what positives have you picked from today's game despite the loss?
The greatest positive is the loss itself. It has shown us that we are not the best and there are teams that are better than us and that want it more, and the team that wanted it today got it. They scored us from a set piece, which was a corner. Yesterday's game we managed to play so tight that we only had 2 corners from the opponents and 3 corners from our side, meaning we were very much alert in what was happening. But today's game, I think we were too comfortable and we found our friends on top of everything and they wanted it so much. And that's how we lost today's game. So our greatest lesson is the loss. It has shown us that we are not the best. There are better teams than us.
Last one. I think we have exhausted all the questions. Thank you so much, Coach Carol Kanyemba, for the time, and we are wishing you all the best as you prepare for Onkos FC.
Thank you very much, ma.
Yeah.
Just a little request, if the coach can speak as in Chichewa.
Okay, you want to Nyanja.
Nyanja.
Tifuseni. Yeah.
Chabwino coach ya Koyamba Masewero mukafotokoza taenda bwanji, game yaenda bwanji.
Game ya lero sinaende babwino kwa basi chifukwa chakuti maplayers wanga benzi wankhala comfortable munga wawina kudala bola, so ndiye kupeza atikanga kudeya bola chifukwa tenzi tankhala na attitude munga tawina. So kuluza kwathu kwa lero kwatiphunzitsa chikulu kambati kuli bantu enango ateya mpira bwino kutichira andi munthu amene achifunisisa maningi angachitenge. So pane tizabwerera kukhala na vana vathu tizavauza kambati kuti tikwanise kuchokera mu group iyi tifunika tiwine game ya last and then tifunika tipushinge as a team. Vana vakambira defense yathu lero yenze sheki, but yesterday tinateya, the previous day tinateya bwino, so tifunika tigwirizane mutimu anetenze nayo mu game oyamba tipirize nawo mu game ya kusogolo, because being defending champions once upon a time timu ili yonse ifuna kuti wina, and that's the attitude ya mnewezi wabwera nayo Herentals. So na va ongos bazabwera kulise olimba maningi because vafuna vati win, but ise tikaona mungati tenzepo wa champion will be disappointed like we were disappointed today. So mao kuli vana wanga nikakuti tikepo tigwepo tikeko nzeru muri game ya kusogolo.
Ndika limit ya mafuso 40 pali coach winanso panjapo kuti timucheze naye mafuso awiri omaliza.
Asera no mbuzi kuna kuti sana ende lero pita kusogolo kuti kuise namba ya matagazi yanu mwina mvuto ndalija
kukonga game yani tinateya South Africa tinacheperera mukati chifukwa formation yani tinateya tenzi chabena vaviri mukati, so lero tenzi tachinja formation na kupakisa vantu mu midfield kuchepesa kusogolo so that tikwanise kuva maka pakati. ndiye kusiyana kwasiyana kwa game ya lero na kusogolo monga ita game tenzera vantu 4 koma swenzo kubwerera kubwera kumaka kutandiza nzao so tenzerane nati umoza abwere mkati pankhali chabewa 3 pamwamba.
Lomaliza.
Yeah, coach mwina tutafusabu karibu Vanessa masikemo sawili sana mwezi 90 minutes kuna mtifuto ndishana mwanga coach yeye mmoja plan na anachika Malawi na so ochuka kwambiri mwasikona kuti game kumfuta kwambiri.
Game imuvuta kwambiri because endurance level yake ili pang'ono. Kumbuyo tinali kunyumba enze anankhalako na 2 weeks enze down enze anadwala. So because of that fitness yake inabwelera pansi. So saamaliza 45 minutes bwino pa top. So kuzindikira kuti team ni vantu more than one. Akatopa tika moinangu amtandize. We win as a team, we lose as a team. She's part of us. She's worked for 45 minutes. Nthawi nangu tsira kwanza yake ate.
Tathokoza kwambiri coach chifukwa cha nthawi imene munatipatsa.
Zikomo kwambiri.